All right, so the Lord of the Rings teaser trailer is out. It just dropped. I've been hitting refresh on my YouTube for a couple of minutes now, at least. I've been just sitting here waiting for it, and it's dropped. So I figured, you know what? I will just kind of film an analysis of it and see how it goes. And I'll probably pause it frame by frame and give you some sort of an analysis on what's going on, if there's really anything to say about it. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. Put my headphones on. All right, so let's go.
Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there? There's wonders in this world beyond
Definitely looks like New Zealand for sure.
I can feel it.
Hobbit for sure. It that looks like something that maybe Guillermo del Toro would come up with, to be honest with you. I don't know, maybe they're just like really primitive, I guess. It's odd, for sure. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I mean, it's definitely a Hobbit. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Okay, so this has got to be Galadriel crossing the frozen wastes, the Helcaraxe. I believe that's what it's called anyway. Way up north, crossing into Middle Earth from Beleriand. So it looks very special effecty. I want to rewind it a little bit and get another glance at that shot. Hey, dog. Watching a trailer. Yeah, it looks like a video game. It looks like a video game. Okay. There's a lot that just happened. I understand it's a teaser trailer. I'm going to start over from here, and that's clearly the knife that we see from the posters that originally come out. I do like that knife. That is it's a cool knife for sure, because it actually depicts the two trees. And forgive me, I forget their names, but it's a cool knife overall. Man, I can't get over just how much CGI is in this scene, and most of the scenes that we've seen since here. I understand that elves were superhuman in some sense, but that's ridiculous. I gotta be honest with you. That's kind of ridiculous, you know. I mean, this is something that comes straight out of Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. Maybe in the context of the actual shot in the show, it makes sense, but it seems like a lot. That statement, before the ring. So I guess, is the first season going to be taking place before the rings, or crafted before they're forged? I don't know, man. Wait a minute. Who... Okay, so that's not Elrond. I'm wondering if that's Gil-galad, perhaps. Could be. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. You know what? I think that is Gil-galad. I think that is Gil-galad. Actually, he looks good. I like that. I like the I like the area around him. It looks very elven. That's cool. Interesting. I guess that's armor. It's odd that he's wearing some sort of like, it looks like a silken robe over armor, but okay. Don't know what the hell that is. Okay. There's a couple shots in there that, doggone it. Let's see, where was it? A couple shots in there that I kind of want to take a look at again. Actually, let's do this. Turn it down just a little bit more. That is... Doggone it. It's all 5 seconds. That's the problem with when you get a teaser that's only a minute long. And shots that last about a half of a second. Linden, I'm guessing? Yeah, because that looks like... Well, I don't know. Maybe. Looks like a good dwarf. Okay. 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 Alrighty. Well. Interesting to say the least. Several characters we didn't actually get to see. Yeah, so... You know, it doesn't really give me a whole lot to go off of, to be honest. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on it. It looks very much... Honestly, it just looks like it's got too many special effects for my own personal... In my own personal opinion. There's some cool stuff in here. There is some cool stuff in here, like... I like this shot. This is a good shot. Again, I don't know what that is. That's some odd monster. Now, I know that there were some nameless things, so to speak, that were created in the discordance of the Ainulindalë. And I'm guessing maybe that's something that's a byproduct of it. I don't know. Obviously, Tolkien didn't really go over a whole lot of that stuff. So, and that allows for a lot of creative license. That's very interesting. I'm curious as to who that character was. He looks great as a dwarf. I really like him. He looks absolutely fantastic. That's a good shot. Again, it's interesting with the... It's like I said in my last video. The hair is an interesting choice, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. But, you know, it's a good shot. I assume that this is where... What's his name? Halbrand? Let's see. Yeah, that's Galadriel. That's where Halbrand, I guess, picks her up out of the Sundering Seas. I don't know what she's doing out of there in the first place. No clue as to what this could possibly be. This doesn't... Yeah, I have no clue. I'm not even going to venture to guess. Okay, so... Come on, where you at? Okay. They're not going to get... There's no way they're getting to the War of the Last Alliance in this. I assume those are orcs. Yeah? Obviously, these are elves. Unsure who this is. Couldn't tell you. And I assume that these are orcs. But... I don't know. Interesting. I assume this has got to be... Oh, you know what? I bet this is that... there was that shot of who I believe is Gil-galad looking up into the sky and that meteor was coming down. I assume that this hand here on the left is the Meteor Man, and this hand here is supposed to be some sort of hobbit which finds him. I believe there's two little girl hobbits that find him, from what I understand. So, well, and there you have it. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. The Rings of Power. That's what $500 million gets you. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. My opinion remains unchanged. I'm sure a lot of this stuff... Not once did I really feel like the show was going to be poorly shot or anything. I think it's definitely going to be well shot. It's probably going to have all of the latest in any kind of technology that money can buy, as far as cameras and digital equipment and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's the content that matters more, man. It's the content. It's the content. And my opinion remains unchanged. That trailer was pretty much exactly as I expected it. Doesn't show much of anything of substance. In fact, I don't think they showed Isildur once. Not once. Who's supposed to be like one of the big players on the stage in the course of events in Middle-earth. And it just, yeah, again, it just strikes me as odd. How little emphasis they're actually putting on that, and how much emphasis they're putting on these made-up characters. You see, slow motion Arondir, I think his name is, the elf, catching arrows out of midair and flinging them back at whoever is shooting them. That's something that Legolas out of The Hobbit did, or something that you can imagine him doing. And that didn't sit well with me either. Maybe, and this is just my own personal opinion. Elves are, supposedly more powerful than men. But as far as catching arrows out of the air and flinging them back shooting them back at their enemies, it seems very over the top. It's very over the top. So, Anyway, I'll just leave it there. I don't really have any thoughts of it because my opinion remains unchanged. So, anyway, if you stuck with me through this, thank you. You all have a good day and go pick up something heavy. Peace.